Hey flower friends, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. I know it's been a while since I posted, but I wanted to show you some of these beautiful fresh flowers that I have just in time for Valentine's Day. So we have some gorgeous flowers to work with today. We have these gorgeous little button mums, which are beautiful in this lavender color. We've got some gorgeous calla lilies. Now calla lilies are kind of neat because their stems right now are pretty much straight, but if you leave them out in room temperature, the stems become pliable and you can actually bend and manipulate them. So it's kind of a neat thing to do. The other things that we have is we have some gorgeous boxwood, which is just going to be our lovely green, nice and vibrant. And we have this wonderful wax flower. Now, if you've never seen wax flower before, you are in for a treat. It comes in a lot of different colors, but it also has a really neat, almost like a lemon scent. So when you break the stems or when you cut the stems, you'll smell, and it just has this wonderful citrus scent. So it's a really kind of a neat flower to work with. This is really a filler flower. The other item that we have are these gorgeous lavender pink tulips. These came straight from Holland just yesterday, so these are also wonderful to work with. And let's see, we also have, I'm not sure if I'm going to use them today, but we'll take a look and see what we have. These are Sahara roses. Now they are kind of open at this point. I'm going to actually show you how to make them even more open, and I'm also going to show you a few tricks of the trades with these. So we'll keep your eye on these. Hey guys, I just realized I made a huge mistake as I'm editing this video. I realized that I forgot to add a big portion of the tutorial, which was basically me adding the flowers into my hand in a spiral type motion. So sorry about that. You will see a little bit of that in the later part of this video. It's a little challenging to work with, but you do get used to it. I think some more greens right around the edge are really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and use this wax flower. Such a treat to work with this beautiful product. And maybe a couple more tulips. More is more, right? Especially at Valentine's Day. And these are just absolutely beautiful. Now tulips are kind of a unique flower because they will actually bend and grow towards the light. So the rest of these flowers will not grow anymore because they've been cut. However, tulips are the only flower that I know of that will actually do that. So you could put just tulips into a vase of water and you can put it near a sunny window. And if you come back the next day, you'll actually find that the tulips have grown probably a quarter to a half inch, and they're also going to start bending towards the light. And that's why you don't want to fight them with their natural curve and turn. You could cut the stems right here and plop it right into a vase and it would be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think we're looking pretty good. So add a touch of greens. And if you find that some of your flowers are flopping a little bit too much, a stronger, hardier green like this boxwood can actually help support some of those weaker stems as well. Okay. I think we'll just put that little guy right there. Okay, so we can play with this a little bit more. I'll put these tulips back in the water for another project. So I'm gonna just kind of step back and look. I think it looks really beautiful the way it is. It looks gorgeous. I'm gonna pull up a few of these items. And if you have a particular product that you're trying to showcase a little bit more than the others, you can just go ahead and loosen your grip right here and just pull that item right up just a little bit, and it will make it pop just a little bit more. So I think this is in pretty good shape. I love these colors. Looks beautiful and natural and springy. So I have, there's a number of different things that you can use to tie your bouquet off with. Today I'm using a product called bind wire, which is basically a very thin wire, and it's covered with a type of a papery coating. It's made by the company called Oasis. And the key is to get it tied off without dropping what you've worked so hard to arrange. And it does take a little bit of a practice, especially if your bouquet is larger. Okay, so I have it wrapped around just like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and twist the ends together tightly, and then here's the little magic trick. So get it really super tight. Now, this is your chance to play with it just a little bit more, arrange it a little bit more, make sure everything is right where you want it. I would say that that looks pretty good. So, what do you think? Now, the next step is, because these stems are so large, we do want to trim them down just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so what we have today is we have some beautiful kind of a mauve-y pink wrap, and it's a square sheet, but I folded it in half this way. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to take your scissors and cut just one small piece, just like that, okay? And that's going to help you wrap these flowers. And I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. Okay. So this is what it looks like, okay? So you probably want 2 or 3 sheets for a bouquet this size. I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Okay, so we've got 2 sheets, just like that. I have my gorgeous bouquet of spring flowers. And then you just lay it right onto your table. Okay, so what you'll see is, because this paper is a little bit small, it only covers a section of the bouquet. But that's okay, because we have 2 sheets. And then you just have to edge this other piece right around it, and then you just tape it off. Okay, so you'll see how we have a gorgeous bouquet of flowers, and this beautiful paper just kind of stands right up on its own. It creates a nice little collar for these flowers, but we're not done yet. Let's add a little ribbon to the handle. Okay, I have this beautiful ivory ribbon with a gold trim to it. I'm just going to tie a very simple shoelace type bow. Very easy. I have other tutorials on YouTube. You should visit the channel if you haven't already. Like and subscribe. And there's a couple bow making tutorials as well that we've posted earlier in the year. And so what you'll see is we have just a really simple, gorgeous little bow. We have a bouquet that's gorgeous for gift giving and fresh flowers. I hope you liked this tutorial. Thanks so much for joining me today.